Today is Yud Zayin Shvat. Yud Zayin Shvat is a very special day. It's called Purim Saregosa. Purim Saregosa, for those who remember from last year, is a real minhag. It's based on a story that happened 600 years ago. There's someone in Beit Shemesh that put out Purim Saregosa in halacha and the customs. There are people that read and learn from a klaf. Purim Saregosa, the story of Purim Saregosa. There are those that fast even the day before, which is all machlekas. Are you allowed to fast on Zayin Shvat or not? Because it's the day after Tu B'Shvat. What is Purim Saregosa? What can we also take from it? Purim Saregosa took place 600 years ago, where there was a beautiful community, and there was a king, the king of Saregosa. And the king used to come, the custom is when the king would come out to the marketplaces to see what's going on to the people. So the Jewish community basically had 12 shuls. Each shul had 3 sifrei Torah that were beautifully adorned and decorated. They would take it out, the Chachamim, the Dayanim would take it out as the king would walk through the marketplaces, and they would greet him and bless him, Yechia Melech, and they would show him respect. And when one day there was basically a meeting amongst the rabbis, they decided, it doesn't make any sense taking sifrei Torah out in honor of a king, of a nochi, of a person that really doesn't have the beliefs of the Jewish people. But a much better idea. They decided they're going to take the actual outside mantles and fill it in with something heavier, but really there won't be any sifrei Torah inside. Of course, this was kept hush and a secret. Fine. One day the king's going out again, and the experience, of course, all the sifrei Torah taken out, which are not really sifrei Torah, and the king comes back to the palace, and everyone is praising the Jewish people. Look how much honor the Jewish people in your community are giving you. Unfortunately, by Yamima, there was a person, Gidal HaMelech, there was a Jew, Rahman Litzan went off the derech, was Mishtamed, and this person name was Chaim Shami. And the king brought him up, was very close to him, gave him a new name, Malkos, and he raised him, gave him high position. So one day when the king went out and he came back and all the praises went on, Chaim Shami said, I'm going to tell you a secret, king. There's nothing in those mantles. It's not sifrei Torah. It's a lie. It's a shame. If you check out those sifrei Torah, you see there's nothing. Of course, the king got all upset, and he got angry, and he said, that can't be. And he decided, tomorrow morning we're going to go out, and we're going to go out with an army of 300 people, and if it's true, then we're going to the 5,000 families, and we're going to destroy the Jewish people in our community. That night, as the Megillah of Saregosa relates, one of the Shamoshim, his name was Baruch Ephraim, couldn't sleep. Elyonavi shows up, says, get up, quickly go to your shul and make sure that the sifrei Torah are replaced and the proper covers are over the sifrei Torah. And the Shamash is all like, can't believe what he's saying, but he does it. Of course, he goes up and then goes back to sleep. The same thing happened for all the other 12 shuls. With the Shamoshim, Elyonavi shows up, tells him, quickly get up. In the morning, the king goes out, and he goes out with his army, and it was a surprise, of course, and quickly all the Dayanim and the rabbis are coming out with the sifrei Torah, which they think is fake, and the king in the middle of this whole procession says, I want to see the sifrei Torah. And suddenly the hearts of the rabbis melt. What's going to be? They open up the sifrei Torah, they uncover the sifrei Torah, and they see it's a real sifrei Torah. And not only that, it says in the pasuk, even when you're in the land of the enemies, loy me'astim. I didn't forget them, I didn't detest them. God's looking over us even when we're in exile. And they went through every single Sefer Torah, 36 in total, and every Sefer Torah, Baruch Hashem, was exactly what it was supposed to be. A nes gully. And when they came back to the palace, of course, they took Chaim Shami. It says that they hanged him on a tall tree. And for 3 years, the king Saregosa took off the taxes and gave them tremendous reward. So this is Purim Saregosa. We could all rejoice in the special miracle that happened in the past. And of course, Purim, within 30 days of Purim, celebrating Purim. And we have to thank Hashem for everything. Why? Because the Ramban says that from the Nisim Gluim, we have to thank Hashem for all the Nisim that are not so gully. Everything that happens in our lives, we have to be Makir Tov. We're going into Shabbos Kodesh. Parashas Yisroi, Matan Torah. What's the incredible nes of Matan Torah? was the fact that we were chosen to be the world's emissaries, to be the light unto the nations. It's an incredible miracle that the Jewish people are still around today. Rabbi Yaakov Emden says that the greater than the miracles of Yetzias Mitzrayim is our survival today. And what did we get in the year 2448? This mission of being a nation that shows and recognizes that we have the Rabbi Shalom, and we're the teachers of the world. And we got to live up to that mission. And when we do, then the entire world is surviving because of us. And when we get the job done fully, then the world will really see, they'll see the light shining on us. Have an amazing Shabbos.